The hungry dummies. Boom.
How's it going,
Howdy.
partner?
Fantastically great, mate. How's it going with you?
Pretty fantastically great as well, I guess.
What are the chances?
Pronunciation. Voice control.
Fantastically great.
Fantastic. Shout out. I can't remember his name.
Vietnamese Australian guy who's all over Instagram as well.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I'll plug him.
Yeah. So what's news?
What's news? Let's see. I think you're aware my parents have just left. Well, they're leaving, so that's a bit sad, but it's okay. It's till next.
How's that? Good seeing them. Did a bit of traveling.
Yeah. Just like old times, family. And I think I was saying, you don't get embarrassed anymore. I mean, it just is the same as old times, You're just so used to them, and that's that. It's great.
What do you mean embarrassed? What were you embarrassed about?
I mean, let's see. I mean, on train journeys, my dad would just talk to every single person, take photos of them, pretending to take photos of the landscape, but there's no landscape, so it's pretty obvious. But I just don't care anymore,
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, as a 13-year-old, I'd probably go completely red in the face and die. Oh my God, Dad. But now it doesn't really matter. You just don't know him.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Same as when I go for lunch with my grandmother and she's yelling and then she can't hear anything. I'm replying to her, just yelling at her and going, "What? What? Oh, this food is disgusting." It's just so funny.
Yeah, I mean, that seems quite similar to my father, as far as he would just say things about, we're at this Indian restaurant in Paddington, which is unbelievable food, most ridiculous place to have really good food. Then he's just talking about, these Americans, God, they don't know anything about Indian food. And we literally sit a meter away to these group of loud Americans. He's like, they're not American, are they? I'm like, yeah, they are. And they can definitely hear what you're saying. But
they're used to it, though.
Yeah, they know that they're loud and don't know anything, really.
Yeah. They could have been Canadian.
They could have been.
Common mistake.
I didn't hear any of boots or sorries, so.
Yeah, they're tough to pick up, though. I feel like it's safer just to go, "You Canadian," if you're going to make the assumption. Because
would that offend an American?
I don't think Americans get offended by that, whilst the Canadian might get offended by being called American.
But to summarize, yeah, it was an excellent trip with the parents. I went to Madeira. Do you know much about Madeira?
It's a great cookie and also a nice cake. And it's also an island off Spain with beautiful views and high cliffs and mountains, right?
That's pretty spot on. Because they say, have you heard of the Hawaii of Europe? That is Madeira, which is an island. It's off Morocco and Portugal, if you want to be geographically. Right. Spain's pretty close by, so I'll give you 3 points for that.
Okay.
You go there, and it does live up to the hype. There's banana trees all across the island, growing up all these hills and shit. It's crazy. And then they've got tropical fruits I've never seen before. It's just really colorful. Spectacular mountains. It's a volcanic island, which is pretty boss. So they have this black sand beach. You've been to a black sand beach before?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bondi?
Bondi, yeah. Bondi. The infamous black sand of Bondi.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool to put in your white hands. There's black sand. It's pretty incredible. Cristiano Ronaldo was born there. You know that? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. And it's hilarious. They've got this whole Ronaldo museum there. And they got this statue. And these bronze, I guess they're bronze statues, I presume. And where people touch these statues, it goes all gold from all the people rubbing off the metal. You've seen these before?
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, so there's two I can think of. There's one in Dublin called Molly Malone, and she's just got boobs, and they've
Right.
been touched the most, so they're all gold, basically. If you
Oh,
look
yeah,
it up,
nice.
plug it, yeah. And then this Ronaldo one's hilarious. He's got, like, his hands are like this, and they've been touched there, but then his crotch area seems quite emphasized, and it's gone all gold there as well. So it's
As
pretty
in the
funny.
sculptor has emphasized it.
Yes, I'd say so. I don't know if that's Ronaldo's input or if that's a accurate
Factual.
representation, but
Right.
you know, it's definitely been touched in that region,
Yeah.
so it's pretty funny.
I mean, he's probably got a hog on him.
Probably. I mean,
He's Ronaldo.
he's Ronaldo.
Volcanic minerals of Madeira.
Tropical fruits and
Yeah.
yeah, he's fine. But anyway, food-wise, they have these espetadas. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it translates to skewered. Essentially just meat, beef skewered over charcoal, just with
Nice.
plain salt. It's unreal. They also had chicken, of course, Portuguese chicken. But we didn't really have it there much. What else is famous in Madeira?
Guessing the
Churchill's.
produce is just unreal because of the
It really is.
volcanic.
Yeah. I was very surprised. I don't know, even just the veggies. I don't know if they just know how to cook them or.
Yeah, well, it's all of those areas that have good minerals in the soil. That's what makes vegetables good. You know, when you have a tomato from Italy or like
Yeah, yeah.
in Ukraine, the produce is so good as well because the soil's good.
Mm.
Everywhere
I mean,
else
I was
just has shit
surprised.
soil.
I was surprised how much everything grows everywhere. They're doing these famous, they're called Levada walks. So Levadas are like a irrigation system from ages ago. It's like 2,000 kilometers. And you walk along these high cliffs and they've got potatoes growing, like cabbage, lettuce, just on these crazy cliffs.
Nice.
Just grows there, and there's these obviously 80-year-old women don't care about falling off these cliffs at all, just growing them, living the best life, the best view ever. So
Nice.
lovely.
Communicating with whistles.
Oh yeah, of course, the only way to communicate.
Yeah.
Because I was also thinking on these hikes, you got no phone service, so if you're falling or anything, you're pretty much gone.
I mean, what are you gonna do if you're falling off a cliff? Call.
I mean,
I think I'm
whistle
about to die
quickly.
in 3 seconds. What can you do for me?
Not necessarily falling off cliffs. I'm talking about twisting an ankle. Like we saw people getting carried down these crazy hikes. That is the worst place to twist an ankle or anything. You're not getting helicoptered out of there.
No, I mean, I could probably think of worse places, but it's not a convenient place.
Trying to think of a worse place. Maybe at a
I don't
very
know.
busy concert.
That'd be a bad one. In the middle of a bushfire. Um, in the middle
Yeah, that would
of the
also be
ocean.
a zombie apocalypse could be very annoying. Getting chased by,
Yeah, there's probably
yeah,
worse, but it would be very annoying.
yeah. What else do I need to tell you about Madeira? They have 153 tunnels. So they got all these tunnels around this island, and they're just so cool going through these huge volcanic cliffs and mountains. And
Like
yeah, so church,
military tunnels?
I don't think so. It's just how they get around the island. Like it's
Oh,
so
right.
mountainous that you just have to cut through the rock.
Pretty Illuminati Freemason vibes.
What tunnels?
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
so. I don't.
I could be butchering this, but I think like they say the history of like the Freemasons, why they had so much secrecy and how they started collecting all these secrets was they used to build tunnels like Masons, and they would
Mm.
have tunnels under all houses and secret and government places, and they would hear and exchange secrets, because they'd be under everyone, something like that.
That's
I don't know.
smart. Smart. No one can hear you underground.
But apparently you can hear them.
Right.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
probably butchered
Okay.
it.
We can fact check that too. Last thing I'll say, Churchill. They still love Churchill being there. He's only
As
there
in
for like a
Winnie.
short, yeah, Winnie Churchill.
Oh yeah,
So he
nice.
went there in 1950 on a nice holiday. He just lost the general election in 1945, and they're like, need to get somewhere nice, and he's into his painting. So he went to this place called Camara de Lobos Bay, did some painting there. He thought it was very beautiful. We went there. I wasn't that impressed.
As in, it
Like
was
out of
his
all the,
paintings.
I haven't seen his paintings, no. As in
Oh,
the
but
place where he was.
right, right. So it's not
Yeah.
his paintings there. He's not the
He
artist.
he painted this place. It's my
Oh yeah, he
understanding.
did.
Yeah,
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 yeah, right.
yeah.
Oh,
I
as
don't know
in
if
like
they're
painted the walls.
no, 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 like a, a picture frame. He went there and sat and painted this place, the landscape and the
Right,
beauty
right,
of
right,
this bay. Yeah.
right, right.
And so there's got one of these bronze statues again of Churchill sitting
Hmm.
there. I think it's just his shoulder and maybe his hand are all gold, so nothing perverted there. But it's pretty
Right.
boss. He's got like a sick cigar in his mouth and
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
painting away. And so you sit there like with old Willy.
Yeah, he was a boss.
He was.
Controversial now though. I feel like in UK he's
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the general vibe here, but he's definitely been. I feel like he's been popping up in some pods as well. I think old
oh
Dougie Murray's got some,
oh yeah.
maybe his view on him. I don't know necessarily what that is, but
I mean, I feel like didn't his statues get ripped down in a few places in the UK?
possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know there's still one main one right near Big Ben from last time I remember, it's still there. So
All right. Yeah, I mean, whatever you say, he had some absolute banger quotes, and he looked like a boss, and he smoked cool cigars.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he drank a lot too.
Yeah,
Surely.
yeah, loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's, maybe plug it. He's got a great quote on, um, like the reporter asks, what's gonna happen? You're gonna die from smoking and drinking's too much,
Yeah.
and
He just goes
I'm
boom.
something great.
He goes,
Uh,
shut up, reporter.
yeah. Blows smoke in her face, throws the whiskey glass in her face.
Yeah, now he's
Shut up.
dying.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Um,
why he's controversial.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was all about like eugenics and stuff as well. So like his views weren't that different to Hitler at a point in time.
What's
But
eugenics?
like breeding the ultimate race and all of
Ah,
that.
right.
So, but I think a lot of it was just a popular way of thinking at the time.
Yeah. But that's a bad thing to say. It seems logical, kind of. It's almost
Yeah.
like any sporting team, they want to get the best team, right? Best players, so they buy and that's what
Yeah,
they're trying to do, right? I guess it's a
but they're not
different
they're not
situation with the sports
breeding
team.
their own players.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Breeding is probably the key word there.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, evolution is doing that for us anyway. It's just
Yeah.
like controlled evolution, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can get into pretty dark areas and if you,
Oh, for
if you,
sure, for sure. 100%.
yeah. Let's just
So
say
it's
it's probably not ideal thing to do, but you
yes.
can get the logic behind it.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
So so what's been happening with you, buddy? I feel like it's been like two
Um,
months or something like that.
yeah. Uh, I mean, Willie got married,
Oh,
which
yes.
was really exciting. It's a beautiful
For,
wedding. Like, so nice to have it in like such an intimate group. Like, because we've had a few weddings over the last few years now, but this is just like, your close friends and
yeah,
small and like we all know each other so well and it was just so nice.
that's
Obviously in the
lovely.
opera house, like
Oh, yeah, boss.
one must be one of the best places in the world to get married. Um,
100%.
yeah, no, it was really good.
It's also really cool, like how you're all wearing tuxedos and
Yeah.
beautiful dresses and stuff like that. It just seems so, it seems like an effort at the time, but it's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah. So that like I rented a tux,
Mm, as you should do,
300
right?
bucks
That's a
to
lot.
rent. That's a lot, eh?
That is a lot for,
Yeah,
a couple of hours, really.
yeah. And like the guy, I had such a spaz that was working there. Like, like when I'm getting the initial fitting, he's like giving me stuff. It doesn't fit. It brings on. Oh yeah, just try this shirt on. I'm like, that shirt's like completely different to the one. And he's like, oh, they're all the same. I'm like, I mean, I've bought shirts before. I know that a different cut's going to be a different shirt. And then he brings me like blue pants and a different jacket. And me and Will, like Will was with me, like I know you're just trying to fit it, but like I just don't believe you that you're gonna get me the one we want and have it the
Yeah,
right fit, and just because the size of a completely different thing fits. It's
yeah.
just he's looking at me like getting frustrated, or whatever. Sure enough, come back like a few days before the wedding to pick it up. Half of it doesn't fit.
Oh, right. I thought
Um,
you were about to say he's nailed it. Like he's the most
no,
custom fit Italian
no,
suit
no.
maker ever.
No, he's a bloody banana. He's absolutely he's he's absolutely ruined it. So I had to get it all redone, like express shipping because their warehouse is in Melbourne. Got it the day before. It was good enough, but real frustrating experience considering the price point.
100%. I wonder if that's the usual. I didn't know how much renting a tux or a suit would be, but that seems pretty.
Well, I rented a tux in Finland as well when I went to Yako's wedding.
The penguin
Um,
tux,
the
so
penguin,
cool.
that was boss. And that was really expensive as well. But I had a couple fittings at least, I think. So it was like as if they were properly making me, a custom suit.
Similar
Um,
price point? We don't know.
that I can't
Yeah,
remember. I
yeah,
think that
yeah.
that was ex more expensive, I think.
I guess Finland, Scandinavia,
Yeah.
kind of
Also,
makes sense.
literally the most expensive suit you could rent.
Oh, right.
Because yeah, it was like a old school, you know, proper thick wool and all of this, whatever.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. Anyway. But that was really good. It was a really nice
yeah.
wedding. Apart from that, I don't know. Running, getting injured, gymming, getting injured.
It's pretty stock standard. Same
Pretty
here.
much.
I was gonna ask, so who did speeches at Willy's? Because we always discuss speeches as such a key part and toasts.
So his parents did a speech. Will and Isabel did a speech. I did the best man speech.
Lovely. Did you nail it? What's your score out of 10?
I was like, I could have done it so much better. I,
Uh,
I put a lot of effort into that speech, right? Really
mhm.
from the heart, a bit of ballads, bit of different references, um,
You just
a lot
cut
of
out that.
love.
You say bit of ballads.
Yeah, bit of ballad, a lot of different references, some anecdotes, a lot of love,
Love's key. It's
advice.
pretty important.
I thought I could
Did
have
you
done
say?
better.
Did you just say? I thought you just said I gave him advice.
Yeah, like advice on on a healthy relationship kind of, and my
Nice.
observations of their qualities and how those qualities
Oh,
compare together and why,
you're a relationship counselor. Don't
apparently.
do this and do that, and
Exactly.
don't stuff it up.
A few funny rude jokes in there too,
Oh yeah.
but not too many. Yeah, after it, like I got a lot of people saying that's the best speech I've ever heard, and so moving, blah blah blah. So I think I was
Hell yeah.
probably a bit harsh on myself. And then I
Yeah.
watched the recording a couple of days later, and I'm like, yeah, actually, I nailed that. That was so good.
Nice. I've been watching it every night, really.
Yeah,
It's been.
yeah.
I'm just
I'm I'm hiring out a cinema to play it.
the speech. How
Yeah.
long was it?
Uh, just over
Roughly
10 minutes, like 12 minutes.
10 minutes 21 seconds to be
Yeah.
exact.
It was like double this. I had to cut half of it.
Mm.
It
I'm
was
guessing
way over 20 on my
did you have a
first.
piece of paper?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like it was like 7 pages or something.
Yeah, nice. Well, that's great. Because
Yeah.
did you use those techniques, the pauses,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had them written down on the page. I did also the recording myself and watching myself recorded
oh yes.
to like see
That's good.
where I could improve. No, it was good.
You use your voice as an instrument.
I certainly tried, but I was still nervous. Even like the fact that it was just everyone we know so well.
Mm.
Yeah, I couldn't help but
I think that's just
yeah,
a natural thing, though. I think that's
yeah,
because you care and because you want it to go well. That's what
yeah,
nerves are, I always say.
yeah. Well,
I
I
think,
heard a really good one, like, 'cause you know I've been more stressed with public speaking lately and got those pre-itch nerves. I forget who told me this, but they said, you know, when you've got that nerves about before you're meant to do a speech or prezzo or whatever, and you feel it in your stomach, and like
mhm,
kind of the butterflies or the shakes, they're like, what's happening in your body is the exact same chemical reaction as when you're really excited about something. So you just need to switch your frame of mind, saying, you know, I'm really excited for this speech. I'm really excited for it, and that it's the same feeling. So
yeah,
you go out there just like buzzing from excitement rather than being super
dread.
anxious and stressed. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. I
Mm.
think it's the ultimate fear is that you're just up there and you go, "Good evening, everyone," and just blank, just
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, you need notes, man. It's just
Yeah, I guess
like
that's
relying on memories. Nah, it's too much of a risk.
especially in these day and age. I feel like my memory is gone. That's just gone sour, gone south.
Yeah. And it's only gonna
But I
get
should also,
worse.
but I should also say positive things. My memory is fantastic. It's unbelievable. I can remember
Yeah.
everything.
Just need the, what's it, Genki Bilboa, a bit of creatine, and some, what's that, Alpha Brain.
Oh yeah, of course. What's the first thing you said?
Genki Balboa or something.
I
It's
don't know
one
what that
of,
is.
it's like some root that's often linked to memory.
All right.
I'm probably butchering the name.
That's all good. Genki Balboa.
Adrian.
Adrian.
Um,
I still haven't seen
yeah,
any. I've seen a couple of the Rock, maybe one of the Rockies. I don't think I've ever seen all of them.
I've probably seen only one of them as well, and when
Mm.
I was a little youngster.
Like it seems sad that I've seen probably more Creed movies than the Rocky movies.
I've only seen the first Creed as well.
I think I saw two, maybe. Yeah, they're gone.
No. Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah.
I think it was good. What else? What else? Obviously, been spending a fair bit of time on
Oh yes.
trying to be efficient, maximize my time, but like, fuck, it's just, it's so hard to spend time on something when you're so exhausted.
Of course.
And like, it's, and then I think, oh fuck, I'm wasting so much time sleeping. It's like the most inefficient use of time, but it's like
But
such a
at the
key
same,
dependency on being healthy and alive. It's so annoying.
exactly right. If you get a bad night's sleep, you're not going to be as efficient the next day. It is
No,
frustrating how important it is, though.
it's so important.
Mm.
Literally, like
And
the other week, we went did this like run club activation, and I had to wake up early, and the whole night before, I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about it. So I slept for like, I don't know, 4 hours that night. Um,
mhm.
and the next 4 or 5 days, my HRV was wrecked. I was tired, in a bad mood, feeling like, you know, I'm on the edge of getting sick. Just one day of bad sleep.
So annoying.
So annoying.
But it's scientifically proven. It's just how important it is.
I know. But it's such a waste of time. A third of your life you're
I
sleeping.
know. I know. The thing that's been frustrating me is my watch will tell me, "Oh yeah, you scored 85." I wake up that morning, like, I feel so tired.
Mm.
I never feel like I've woken up afresh and
Yeah.
jump out of bed. It's very rare that happens.
Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah.
And I think there was some other thing, like Luke was saying, it was Jai's birthday on the weekend, so I saw
Oh
a
yeah.
few other guy. He read this thing that if you spend 2 hours on your phone, like scrolling, over a year, that's 1.5 months of your waking hours that you've wasted. 1.5 months.
Oh, so devastating and so sad. It's so bored. Like it's just
I know. So I think the article was saying like it how people keep saying feels like time's going by very
yeah,
fast now, and that's
100%.
they're attributing it to saying that, well, you're actually spending so much more of your time not alive because you're just, doom scrolling.
Yeah,
You're missing out on, 1.5 months. 2 hours a day is actually not much for most people on their phone.
not at all.
Um,
It's a good point. I mean, I've been saying I would love to just do a month. A month is in my head of just off the grid would be pretty
yeah,
awesome.
that'd be nice. I don't think I'd
Completely off.
struggle at all, to be honest. I feel like it'd be easy.
I think so.
Like when I go stay with my folks, I'm pretty much off. I barely use my phone. And
Mm.
like it's the best.
I'm talking, yeah, I just don't even want to have it. I'd probably put on airplane mode or something. I don't know. But then I like listening to music. That's pretty important to me. That's probably the
You
only
can
thing I can
just
think of.
sing songs,
That's true. Yeah.
make your own music.
Become the best singer ever after a
Yeah.
month, obviously. Speaking of
Um,
songs, I was thinking about this the other day. If there's like, what do you think is the catchiest song of all time? Because there's so many new ones coming out these days. Baby Shark, pretty bloody
yeah,
catchy,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's relatively new.
Is that like probably like 10 years old?
Probably. It's all the doom scrolling. I don't even know
Yeah.
where the time's gone. If you
Yeah.
were to, what's, I also think, I don't know why, I thought Crazy Frog, this, when that came out,
Like
so catchy.
the actual frog part or the actual dun 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 dun.
All of it, really. Probably the dirt.
Yeah.
I guess it's because everyone had it as the ringtone. That's the thing. What happened to ringtones?
Yeah, no. It's such a shame. It was so good
Yeah,
having ringtones.
I agree.
I think I had Sean Paul Temperature for a while,
Banger.
and then I had Kim Possible for the message tone
I remember that.
playing. Yeah.
It's a good
Um,
message tone.
yeah, it was awesome.
But I was looking it up and they were saying scientifically, Wannabe by the Spice Girls, kind of,
Hmm.
because they did a study on it and it got recognized within 2.3 seconds. And I was like, that doesn't make it necessarily catchy, but maybe because it's so,
Yeah, it's just the opening is memorable.
mm,
It doesn't mean it's
yeah,
catchy. There's
I guess,
plenty of
yeah,
openings that are memorable.
exactly. They were mentioning Happy by Pharrell Williams and Call Me Maybe. These are catchy songs. There's some of those songs, like I've had, Ain't Nobody Gonna Break My Stride, Nobody's Gonna Turn Me.
That's
Love
a
that
good one.
song. It's a
Yeah.
banger.
Oh badi, oh bada, life goes on.
I haven't heard that since I was like 5.
I saw it on Instagram. James from Love on the Spectrum was performing it in karaoke
Is James the guy? I don't want to
with
do
the
an
long
imitation.
hair. No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He's gone.
he's so gone.
I think my favorite one is I can't remember what his name is. I think he's from Florida. No. Oh, the cowboy dude is so cool.
He's the king.
Oh, he's so cool.
Yeah, getting so much action with
I
that.
know it right in front of the parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's made me feel really cringy and awkward.
Oh yeah, that's like mega cringe, and they kept showing it like
Yeah.
over and over. It's
Great
so
show.
good.
Great
Yeah,
show.
yeah, really good show.
The
I was
really
so happy
smiley
that
guy.
most of them found love.
I agree. It's so
Oh,
lovely.
Tanner, the smiley
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He's so happy.
I know.
Even when he's
Yeah,
almost like frustrated, he's like
yeah,
so smiley.
yeah, yeah. I love him.
You take sort of notes from, you're like, oh,
I should be like that.
yeah. And they're so upfront as well. Just
Yeah,
they ask the questions and it's just, who cares? Just
yeah.
say what you want to say.
Or even like the train girl, just so happy
Oh,
to ride a
oh,
train.
so happy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
nice.
Whereas we're getting on oh, there's no seats on this train. Oh, it's
I
3 minutes late. Oh,
know. I know.
this
I know.
person's talking too loud on the phone on the train. Oh,
Oh, someone's sneezing 10 rows behind me and it's fucking annoying.
the air conditioning's a bit too cold. Oh,
Oh, I hate trains. Oh.
yeah. We're so
Um,
frustrated these days. I think I've been noticing people just are so not happy. They need
yeah,
to meditate more, is my theory.
I think so.
I think so.
Um, I had a story for you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, unlike in Reeds, we're going to be dropping these pink on pink soon. So I was looking into pink,
That sounds gun.
and you think you know what pink looks like? Hate to break it to you, buddy. Pink isn't real. It's a con. All a big con, brain-made illusion. And then like your eyeballs purely lying to you, right? So pink, why do you think it's a con? Give me a guess.
Because it's a mixture of red and white.
I mean, kind of. That's a wild thing. I mean, like you see it everywhere, right? Sunset, flamingos, gum, whatever. You all see the same color, and you think it's that same color, but you're wrong. Even on it's not actually on the visible light spectrum. So it doesn't have a wavelength. It's not real. Your brain is pretty much just doing guesswork to come up with this color every time you see it. So like it's mixing red, green, and blue, and then pretty much putting them together, and whatever your brain sees as that mix is what comes up in front of your eyes. So rather than what your eyes actually see.
That's
And
incredible. How
and
how did
and it
you
gets
find that out?
and it gets weirder, right?
Yeah.
So some people have bonus senses, they're called like synthesetes or something, and their brains do this like weird crossover episode where like they hear colors and taste sounds. So they Lorde, who's like famous, she
The
apparently
New
sees
Zealand
music.
singer.
Yeah, yeah.
I am
Like
Lord.
I am Lord, la la
Yeah.
la. She sees music in color. Um,
Okay.
so it turns out their brains actually grow neural pathways that are like laying down, like broadband cords essentially, extra connections, extra perception. So they're growing extra neural connections than any other human to allow them to process these colors differently. And you think that's weird. So that's not even boss mode. Birds are boss mode because birds are actually out there. They see ultraviolet light like it's no big deal. We can't even see pink. We can't hear pink like Lord can. But birds can actually see ultraviolet light. Like they can see hidden rainbows that we can't see. Patterns on
That's
flowers,
crazy.
on feathers, things that we will never see on other birds' feathers, they will be able to see it. So a lot of dimensions there. Point is, pink, what I was
It's
trying
not
to actually come to
real.
Pantone, it's not even real. It's just a fake reality that your brain's coming up with, which means what you actually see as pink might not be the same as what I see as pink because it's our brains just coming up with what they think pink should be.
That's pretty incredible. I feel it's kind of reminding me of people like colorblind and all that sort of stuff. Seems similar to that.
Yeah, I guess they're even less boss mode than us. You
Yeah,
know,
they're no bird. They're
they're no wild.
That's cool. I love pink's up there in my favorite colors, I think.
Pink
Definitely my
is really
top
cool.
five. Yeah.
Pink is really
Well,
cool.
well, now I know it's not real. It's probably dropped down. It's not even on the list anymore.
But yeah, that's my story on pink.
Pink the artist.
Yeah, whatever happened to her?
I don't know. She was massive. Definitely massive.
Hmm.
I remember she came to Australia one time. I watched her at these MTV Awards, and she put on a pretty good performance. That's all I
Yeah,
recall.
yeah. I think she can. I think my sister may have gone to see her. I think she's come a few times.
Hmm. I also recall in, I think it's Charlie's Angels, there's a motorbike scene. I think they're on
Mm.
dirt bikes, and the Pink song's playing. I can't remember which one, but it's cool. It's freaking cool. So punk
So
rock.
what? I'm still a rock
A
star.
rock star.
Yeah, nice.
That's the only
No,
one
I
I
haven't
can think.
heard of
No?
Pink for a while.
No. There's too many new artists these days. Well, I was going to
Mm.
ask you, where do you think is where do you think the majority of kind people in the world come from? Who are the kindest people in the world? And kind can be as vague as you want. See, I don't have any factual facts here. I've just got a place in mind that I think
Some island people, I reckon, and
Ireland did come up. Yes.
no, not Ireland,
Oh,
island, island.
Irish people are incredibly rude.
Oh, definitely not the Irish. Um, no,
Well,
yeah,
Ireland
like
did
people
pop
that
up.
live on islands, like Bahamas and stuff like that. For me, people in the Balinese are like super, super kind.
The Balinese. Oh yeah.
But I
Well,
found like generally when I've gone to islands and people are in that like island lifestyle, they're very kind people.
well, this you're leading me on to my point, which is I think Samoans are coming off as lovely people. I think I originally came to this thought from this guy Jordan Malatai. You heard of him?
No, I don't think
He's
so.
this NFL player. He plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, Huge dude, like front line. I think he's an offensive lineman. They won the Super Bowl. Now I think about it. He comes from like Western Sydney, Bankstown, and they've just got this sort of documentary on him, like going back to Sydney, meeting up with all his friends. He's just the most generous, kind guy. Just have some more food, cuzzy, and like it's like so nice. Like it's so
Yeah,
lovely to his mum and just so kind and with all his family, his sisters, everything. And it made me think of Samoa and all the famous people from Samoa. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he comes off as a pretty generous, polite man, I think.
yeah,
Very down to earth, despite his success. There's also another guy, a quarterback for the Miami Dolphins called Tua Tagovailoa. Probably
yeah.
butchered that too. He seems like a nice fella. But they have this thing. It's what's it called? Fa'a Samoa. It's the way of life in Samoa. It's all about community, respect for elders, family, and spirituality. And I
Yeah,
think that's kind of what you were touching on.
exactly, man. All of those like
It's so
Maoris,
important.
Fijians, all of those islands, like that community, they live a good life by the water.
Hmm.
They all love music, like just
Oh,
good roots, good kind people.
somewhere over the rainbow.
What?
Banger.
Why is that? Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Is that sung by Samoans?
Israel. I don't know what his last name is. I'm pretty sure he's a Hawaiian dude.
All right.
Yeah, I just felt like singing it. It reminds me of Hawaii and its boss. Lilo and Stitch is the greatest. So
Yeah,
Happy, great movie. What else was
Moana.
I was thinking? I was gonna say Moana. First, I watched Moana 2. Dreadful.
I haven't seen it. I'd like to see it. I
You
thought they're
should,
doing
but
a Lilo and Stitch live action.
oh yeah, I'd watch that, I think. What else was I gonna tell you about Samoa? They're
Oh,
into rugby and tattooing, which is kind oh
ob obvious.
yeah, obvious, but doesn't seem like a kind thing to do.
What do you
But
mean?
maybe it is. Maybe
Yeah,
absolutely smashing each other in rugby is a sign of goodwill and good-heartedness.
yeah. Because I mean, you just get that stuff out on the
Yeah,
pitch,
the
on the
pitch.
pitch, on the
Yeah.
pitch. Uh,
I was also reading King Charles III had gone to Samoa to drink a mildly narcotic kava as a part of a welcome ceremony there.
Classic Charles. Love the good
Charlesy
bender.
loves the narcotics, loves the kava, eh?
Yeah, classic.
But yeah, I think you're right. As far as the positioning, I believe it's between, is it New Zealand and somewhere? I don't know. I didn't geographically look that up. But they seem like they're in a good, not in the middle of anything, just chilling out. And they apparently celebrate, they're one of the first countries to celebrate the new day. So they'd probably have New
What?
Year's, they'd have New Year's before anyone else. They're the first
Oh,
people to
yeah, yeah.
start a new day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why they're ahead of everyone. And just,
They are. They get it.
they get,
They
they
just
understand it now.
they really get it over there.
Have you seen that guy? I understand it now. He's
What's
this,
that?
he's this, I guess you'd call him a basketball player. He's like a really good shooter. And he just shoots it through like a spiked rim. He's on fire, just shooting it. This
Oh, maybe I have
tiny,
seen it.
tiny ring. Like,
Hmm.
he's so good.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
he takes it, if he misses one, he's like, oh, I understand it now. And then he just gets it in.
I think I have seen it.
I've realized that having a key catchphrase is impeccably important to go viral.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think we need catchphrases for segments, like when we talk about
Yeah,
foods, like, observations, frustrations.
yeah.
Like I was gonna talk to you about this frustration. I was thinking, I don't have a catchphrase, but it would be good if I
Yeah.
if I did. So
Go on, you can get one off the
yeah.
spot.
So right, we live in a time where I've got a robot doing my vacuuming. Amazon can deliver bloody drones. You can deep fake anything, GPT anything. You go into a toilet and you're still like a little bloody duck with a big gaps in the door. Every toilet, the side, the bottom, just exposing yourself there for every pervert that wants to watch your bloody fart Olympics. Like, I don't get why they've designed it like this. Why the gaps? Like, anyone that walks past can clearly see your knees and like your pants hanging at the bottom of your ankles. Why?
They're that short?
Why?
I
Huh?
don't remember them being that short.
Okay, not that short, but some of them are that short. But who designed these that hates privacy so much? And same as like, where the lock is, like along the door, there's always
Oh
like a
yeah,
gap.
there's a gap.
Yeah, you're sitting there like trying to do your business with dignity, and someone walks past and you like get eye contact with them through the crack, like you're a
Oh,
hostage. Like, sorry, taken. It's
like a
most,
hostage.
most embarrassing thing ever. And I'm pretty sure like in Europe, they're fine. They got like pretty solid doors, floor to ceiling latches. Australia, it's like bloody doors designed in a saloon in the Wild West. Just someone ready to kick it open and go, raise your weapon, sheriff. And like,
What you
and,
got in there, partner?
yeah, and the
That's what.
bottom gap is ridiculous, man. Like, you could bloody roll a watermelon under it. Like,
Probably
and
could.
why is it so big? And like your phone slides out your pocket, it'll end up in the stall next door. The bloody person next to you can see chess.com that you're playing,
Yeah.
pick up your phone for you.
I
It's
don't understand why they have the bottom gaps. There's no need
it's
for that.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm trying to see what the logic is. Is it so you can see if it's being occupied? Because they've got the latch, they've got the
They've got
colored red and green.
exactly. It's just there's zero design logic in it.
To be fair, most of the public toilets or toilets I've been using in general around, Europe, UK, I can't remember the last time it's had been pretty
No
good privacy.
no glory holes.
No, absolutely not. No,
Yeah. It's so awkward, man.
I remember at school some of them, like you go to like old school schools that have like the tiniest little like yeah, sheriff
Yeah.
Western door. Like
Yeah,
this is nothing. I could not use those.
I'd never do a number two at school anyway. The
Same with
risk was
same with
just too
showers.
high.
Public showers can be like that. Just like
Yeah, but I mean, I'm more comfortable with being exposed in a shower because
that's
that
crazy. I
that's
feel
more
like that's
normal.
weird.
It is weird actually. It is weird
That is a
that,
bit weird. You're
but
so
like,
concerned with yeah.
I guess defecating is more of a
It's pretty gross.
private matter,
It
you
is.
know?
I feel like shower being naked is also pretty private.
Yeah. But like, I mean, there's heat, there's gyms where like the showers are completely open.
That's true.
There's not a room full of toilets where everyone just sits together.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
It is gross.
Like that feeling when you're sat next to someone in the cubicles. It's just not a nice feeling,
Oh
especially
yeah,
when you
yeah.
got two on both sides. It's just
Mm.
horrible.
And you can just hear all the
Oh.
bloody bombs being dropped. And the worst is
Abs-
like when you're already in there and someone comes in and closes the door and they're like, oh, and it
That's the worst.
yeah. And then like the smell kicks in 30
Oh,
seconds later.
I'm out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. I never really noticed the bottom. I wonder if it's so you can stretch your footsies out there, you know? Like, why do they have that? Or to see what shoes people are wearing.
Yeah. I mean, I do pay attention to shoes sometimes. Oh, like nice Air Max.
Yeah, that's clearly occupied with a nice Air
Yeah.
Max guy.
More frustration.
More frustrations. I don't know what a
All right.
catchphrase for frustrations would be. Duh.
Okay, this one's for you, Finlaysons. They wanted a shout out. It's so good too.
Finlaysons.
Felt like the
Yeah.
biggest rock star walking all in our tux after Will's wedding, and then they're like, "Oh, Tim Gulliver, Tim," and they're like, "40 degrees basketball," huh? Laughing so much. I'm like, what? 40 degrees in a basketball court. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, I've no idea what you're talking. Like, oh, come on. You guys know. 40 degrees in a basketball court. I'm like, man, I have no idea. Like, you and Joe Gaff, 40 degrees. I'm like,
40.
oh, hungry dummies. Right. Like video and it's like laughing. Like he's like said biggest fans. I told him like, oh, we haven't done one for ages. He's like, oh, you gotta do it. Like me and my brothers, we all watch it, so shout out, Finlaysons.
Shout out the
Our
Finlayson family.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, we could probably make like 20 cents a month if we started an OnlyFans with the Finlaysons.
That's decent. You can almost afford a tuxedo rental
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, shout out.
But yeah, so my story, another observation is hotel pillows. Are
Oh.
they just bricks or marshmallows?
There's no in between, I tell you that.
Like you go in, nothing really messes with your holiday. You check in a nice hotel, sink into the bed, and then realize your pillow's made of memory foam or like the core of a bloody exploding star. And otherwise, it's just like a literal piece of cotton with just air inside. And I feel like it's very rare that the hotel pillow isn't in one of these two settings, cement or cloud. And guaranteed, wake up with your neck 90 degrees broken and wondering if like the pillow's evaporated during the night. And there's just like no in between. Guaranteed shit sleep, neck pain. And then what frustrates me even more is like you go in and the hotel thinks, oh, what if we just put like 5 of these pillows on the bed, as if quantity is going to solve the problem. Like, oh, that one's too flat. Try adding 3 more equally shit pillows to make it even worse for you. And then we'll tuck in your blanket with like our industrial SWAT team that you can't pull it loose, so you're like bloody training for high rocks trying to pull it out. sweating, having the worst experience before you've even got to sleep. Like, how could they get this basic thing so wrong? $1 billion industry, charge you $400 a bloody night to sleep in this torture chamber. Like, IKEA, $10, go get a decent pillow.
That was an excellent rant. I might have to give that a 10 out of 10 rant.
Yeah,
Perfectly executed and completely accurate on
yeah.
both points. You start off with the pillows and you lead on to the bedding. I hate
It's
it when they tuck in that bedding. Your ankles break when you get and you have to leg workout, flutter, ab
no,
workout.
no one likes it. There's
No
no
one.
one.
Sure, it looks neat, but it's not functional. It's stupid.
It's not.
Everyone's untucking that shit.
Everybody,
It's the
everybody.
classic Seinfeld. Would you like
It
your
is.
bed tucked or untucked? I make that joke every time we go to a hotel.
I
I'm
think
like,
someone
untucked.
someone in Seinfeld said they like it tucked, right? Elaine or something?
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember who. But
Bloody Elaine.
but the pillows, you're right as well. Some of them are like monstrously huge. Or like
Yeah.
really big. Like it's almost like a reading pillow, but that's all they give you.
Yeah. Like the
You're
big
like,
square ones. Or
yeah.
like the I guess more with Airbnb, you get the the nice like maybe gold pillows with the tassels,
Oh yeah.
like presentation
But
pillows.
like they give you 6,000 of them, and
Yeah.
there's no bed. It's just
Yeah.
pillows. You
So
take
you put them on the
all off.
ground and then
There's
you've
no
got a
room on the
bloody
floor.
yeah, I know. It's bananas.
Very good point. But also, yeah, why can't they just get the right pillow? Like I've seen at some of these fancy hotels, they have pillow menus. You've seen that before? So you can,
No.
this one's a bit softer and this one's a bit, and then you just end up just picking them
Ah.
all to get the right Goldilocks pillow.
Right. No, I haven't, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
But I think
that's a
that's
good
also like,
solution.
mm, hotels won't be offering that though. They're like, oh yeah, you get this. What did you say? The cement or the cloud?
Yeah. Yeah. Here you go. What do you want? Concrete slab? Or do you want this piece of cotton that we've put helium inside?
Absolutely no support for you.
Yeah.
Sink more
Or
into the
or if
bed.
or if you want, you could just put your head over and we'll punch your neck and sort you out straight away.
Oh, speaking of which, we had this wake up call at this hotel of a smoke
Mm.
alarm at 5:30. You're like, that's not nice. Goes off, I jump out of bed. Like, I'm like, it's going down. Fire, smoke. Absolutely George Costanzaing everyone out the way to see what's going on. And then it was absolutely nothing. And Vanessa's just
It's
still like
just
fast asleep. So probably
Winnie
someone's burnt the
Churchill.
toast.
Just a bit of smoke here.
Don't mind me, I'm just having a little bit of a smoke while I paint my picture.
Why, that's
I'm
Winston
from
Churchill.
Tennessee, America.
I invented those toilet stalls for y'all, where you can see right for your Air Max. I've just got back from Madeira, and I had a grand old time.
Turn that fire alarm off. And bring me some caviar.
My pillow is a bit rock hard over here.
You got any Samoans working here?
That's something he would say. Samoans.
Yeah. Tennessee Churchill.
Tennessee Churchill. But yeah, God, that's just not nice. And it went off again. Didn't care as much this time. But I always think these alarms going off every time. Most people must think it's a false alarm.
It's a drill. Yeah.
It's a drill. It's always a drill.
It's always
Touch
a
wood.
drill.
But that's definitely a huge jinx. But
Yeah.
oh, so annoying.
I have one last observation.
Go on then.
If you want one.
I'll take it.
Don't have any solution for you, but
I'll come up with one for you.
okay. No, it's not proof that we're in a simulation, but just have you noticed there's always like a single shoe on the side of the road? One, never two, or like a dirty pair of undies at the beach that's just left there. And like it's always those two items, and I think makes them so inherently losable? Like sneaker or grey Bonds briefs usually. I feel like no matter anytime I go to the beach, pair of undies. No matter any time I go for a drive, one shoe. And I feel like 2 weeks ago driving, single high heel just on the side of the road, just sitting there randomly, not in the city or anything, back street, suburban. Like, I don't understand how this one bloody high heel was just left there and how, for what reason. As if bloody Cinderella is chilling out on 36 Mackenzie Street near the local chicken shop. Or, or the Bonds undies that are just, I don't, how do they even end up there? You've gone, I'm guessing you've changed your undies and you've put boardies on and then you decide, don't need these anymore. I'm going to live in my boardies for the rest of my life. Where is the other shoe? Who's the person that left these undies? Why do you hate your undies so much? And no one ever witnesses it happening. And no one ever sees the one shoe come off or the undies come off. They just end up there. You never see someone hobbling down the street like Beanie, one shoe, and proud, yelling, it had to be done. I had to get rid of it. Just those two particular items.
Beanie one shoe. Oh, that's good. I have two solutions possibly for you, or what my logic comes to. With the undies at the beach, I presume it's some punk kids vaping away, and they get changed into their boardies, and mum's only picking me up at 4:30, and then leave their undies. They don't care. It's just a pair of grey undies. They just forget it, lose it. Kids are losing stuff these days. That's my one solution.
The bloody vapors.
And then,
yeah, okay.
Then the shoe, I am gonna blame drunk bastards that are walking home or something, and then they just lose a shoe. That's my only solution. Or Beanie one shoe.
But what about when it's a thong or like a sneaker?
Yeah, that makes no logic. If there was two shoes, maybe it felt like going for a sprint barefoot.
Exactly.
But one shoe, pretty freaking
always
weird.
One. The undies actually makes more sense, right? You can somehow you lost your undies, or you I don't know, you got
fill
them
out your
wet and you left
backpack
them.
or something. I don't know, somehow.
But how do you have one shoe? Surely you notice you're missing a shoe.
It's a bit of a odd balance, especially a high heel.
Yeah, that one was bizarre. But that one could be explained by possibly, drunk
behavior. Mm-hmm.
And you're waiting for a cab, you've taken your heels off, and
you left
jump
one
in the
behind.
cab and left. But it's
a good point.
Sneakers, and the fact that it's always one, bit of a mystery.
From memory, most of the time when they have the shoes tied up on the what's it called? They're normally two shoes, right?
Yeah.
They've remembered to put two shoes up,
Yeah. Isn't it? It used to be a sign of like they sell drugs there.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's factually true, and I wonder if that's internationally a fact. I'll plug it, but
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good point. Bit of a frustration. You want to know? People should put Apple AirTags, or whatever they're called, on them. Track their undies.
Trackmyundies.com.
Get all your undies now.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have to say ciao, buddy.
Ciao, buddy.
Yeah, that's ciao, buddy.
Well, have a good one, mate.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Boo.
Boo.